From playing cricket with bottle caps on dusty Barbados, streets to secretly building a $5 million empire, this young star's hidden wealth will blow your mind. Before I go ahead, comment below, who should I investigate next? A skinny kid in Barbados, standing alone on a patch of dirt with a broken bat held together by tape. His clothes are too big, his shoes have holes, and his family can barely afford food. That boy is Jediah Blades, and today, in 2025, this 23-year-old cricket sensation is sitting on a secret fortune of $5 million that nobody talks about in the cricket world. This isn't your typical rags to riches story. This is about a young man who almost quit cricket at 20, who hid serious injuries to keep playing, who faced online attacks that nearly destroyed his reputation, and who built his massive wealth through smart moves that most people never see coming. The cricket fans know Jediah as a promising bowler and batsman, but they have no idea about his real estate investments. His tech company deals or the business empire he's quietly building while still playing. Jediah grew up in Bridgetown, Barbados, where the sun shines bright, but money is always tight. His home was a tiny shack with a rusty roof that leaked every time it rained. His dad fixed bicycles in a dusty yard behind their house, working from sunrise to sunset for barely enough money to feed the family. His mum cleaned rich people's houses, scrubbing floors and washing dishes while her own kids wore patched clothes and shared thin mattresses on the floor. As one of 5 children, Jediah learned early that nothing came easy. They shared everything: clothes, food, space, and dreams. When other kids had brand new cricket bats and proper balls, Jediah made do with whatever he could find. Old pieces of wood became bats, rolled up socks became balls, and empty lots became his practice grounds. But even with broken equipment, something special burned inside this kid. Cricket wasn't just a game for Jediah, it was his escape from poverty and his ticket to something bigger. As a little boy, he would press his ear against their crackling old radio, listening to West Indies matches and dreaming of hitting massive sixes in front of roaring crowds. He wasn't the biggest or fastest kid, but his hands were quick and his mind was sharp. While other kids played video games or hung out at the beach, Jediah spent hours alone practicing, sketching plays in the sand and studying every movement. Of his cricket heroes, the neighborhood kids, and even some adults laughed at his dreams. "You'll never leave this island," they said. "Stop wasting time and find a real job." But Jediah ignored every negative word. Deep inside, he felt a fire that wouldn't quit, a burning desire to prove everyone wrong and show the world what a poor kid from Barbados could achieve. School cricket brought new challenges and heartbreak. Jediah joined every team he could, but coaches often made him warm the bench, while stronger, more connected players got the spotlight. It didn't matter that he could bowl with deadly accuracy or that his batting technique was smooth and natural. Without money for proper equipment or connections to important people, he was just another poor kid fighting for scraps. But one coach saw something special in Jediah's bowling action. "You swing that ball like a storm," the coach told him. "Keep working, and something good will happen." Those words became fuel for Jediah's fire. Even when home worries weighed heavy on his mind, parents arguing about bills, siblings going to bed hungry, he never stopped practicing and planning. The pressure at home was intense. His dad wanted him focused on schoolbooks, not cricket dreams. "Cricket doesn't pay the bills," his father said after another long day of fixing bikes for pennies. So Jediah learned to balance everything. He studied hard during the day to keep his father happy, then snuck out at night to practice under streetlights. He took whatever jobs he could find, washing cars, selling snacks at markets, sweeping floors, anything to help with family bills, and maybe save a few dollars for better equipment. While his friends relaxed at the beach or played around town, Jediah trained with obsessive dedication. "I'll play for the West Indies one day," he told himself every morning. That drive and determination pushed him through doubt, poverty, and countless rejections. When school ended in 2019, Jediah faced a huge decision. He could try to find a steady job like everyone expected, or he could take a massive risk and pursue cricket with everything he had. Against his family's wishes and despite having no guarantees, he chose cricket. He joined combined campuses and colleges, starting at the bottom with tiny pay and zero recognition. Those early years tested every ounce of Jediah's character. He lived in cramped, shared rooms, ate cheap meals that barely filled his stomach, and traveled to games on crowded buses with other struggling players. The pay was so small he could barely survive, let alone help his family back home. Some days, especially when injuries hit, he seriously considered quitting and finding normal work. A shoulder strain in 2022 nearly broke him. Lying in bed, unable to move his arm properly, Jediah wondered if he was fooling himself about having talent. The medical bills ate up his tiny savings, and without cricket income, he couldn't even afford proper food. During those dark weeks, he came closer to quitting than anyone knew, but his mother's voice kept echoing in his head from a late-night conversation months earlier. "You were born for this," she had told him when he was feeling lost after a terrible game. "Don't you dare give up on yourself." That memory, combined with his stubborn refusal to let poverty win, pulled him through the injury and back onto the field stronger than before. The breakthrough came slowly, then all at once. Jediah made the West Indies Academy, impressing coaches. With his unique bowling style and surprising batting ability, at 6 feet tall, he had grown into his frame, using his height to generate pace and bounce that troubled even experienced players. His right-handed batting complemented his left-arm medium-fast bowling perfectly. Then came the call that changed everything. On December 12, 2024, Jediah made his ODI debut for the West Indies against Bangladesh. Standing in that dressing room, putting on the maroon cap for the first time, his heart pounded so hard he thought it might explode. The nerves were overwhelming, hands shaking, stomach churning, mind racing with thoughts of letting everyone down. But when he stepped onto that field, all the years of struggle and sacrifice made sense. The roar of the crowd, the feeling of representing his country, the knowledge that every kid back in Bridgetown was watching. It was everything he had dreamed of since those early days. Hitting bottle caps with broken bats, his international career started modestly but showed promise. By 2025, he had played 1 ODI and 4 T20 internationals, scoring 4 runs and taking 3 wickets with a best bowling figure of 3 for 29. His fielding was sharp and athletic, but the pressure of international cricket hit him harder than anyone knew. Before big games, his hands would shake uncontrollably, and he had to hide in bathrooms to splash cold water on his face and calm his nerves. The real game changer came when Jediah joined the Guyana Amazon Warriors in the Caribbean Premier League, playing in front of packed stadiums, earning real money for the first time, and bowling alongside international stars was like living in a dream. But behind the glamour, he was hiding a secret that could have ended his career: chronic knee pain. That got worse with every match. Instead of reporting the injury and risking his spot on the team, Jediah played through agony. He wrapped his knee in ice before and after every game, took painkillers to get through matches, and told no one about the constant aching that kept him awake at night. The fear of losing his opportunity was stronger than the physical pain. 2025, Jediah made another bold decision that shocked everyone. Despite being at the peak of his playing career, he stepped back from heavy competition to focus on coaching. People called him crazy for walking away from playing contracts, but Jediah saw the bigger picture. He had learned that building wealth required thinking beyond just playing cricket. His coaching career started small, working with local kids for minimal pay, but his recent playing experience and natural teaching ability quickly caught attention. When the West Indies Academy offered him a coaching position, then the CPL gave him an assistant coach role worth $200,000 per year. Jediah's income jumped dramatically, but the real money came from decisions most people never knew about. In 2024, after a standout T20I performance against Australia, where he took 3 crucial wickets, equipment companies started offering endorsement deals. His first bat sponsorship contract seemed small, but it opened doors to bigger opportunities. Asterisk. While other young players spent their money on cars and clothes, Jediah invested every penny he could. His first major purchase was a house in Barbados in 2024, which he immediately rented out for steady monthly income. When property values jumped during the economic recovery, that investment became worth double what he paid. The tech investment that made him serious money came almost by accident. A friend developing a cricket coaching app needed funding, and Jediah invested $50,000 he had saved. When a major sports technology company bought the app for millions, Jediah's stake brought him over $1 million in profit. More money than he had ever imagined possible. His cricket coaching camps for kids became another revenue stream. Starting with just a few local children, word spread quickly about the young coach who had just played international cricket. Soon parents were driving from across the island to enroll their kids in Jediah's camps, paying premium fees for access to his expertise. Stock investments in sports equipment companies and Caribbean businesses rounded out his growing portfolio. Unlike many athletes who make risky investments, Jediah kept his approach conservative, focusing on steady growth rather than quick gains. His financial advisor, recommended by a former West Indies player, helped him balance risk and reward while protecting his growing wealth. By 2025, Jediah's net worth had reached an incredible $5 million, a figure that would shock anyone who knew him as just a young cricket player. The wealth came from multiple sources, coaching salaries totaling over $1 million, real estate investments worth about $3 million, and business deals adding another $1 million. From literally $0 in 2022 to $5 million in 2025, his financial climb was as dramatic as his cricket rise. But success brought new challenges. In 2025, an online drama nearly destroyed his reputation when a rival coach posted fake messages, claiming Jediah had stolen training drills and techniques. The accusations spread across social media, with cricket fans taking sides and attacking Jediah's character. For weeks, he couldn't sleep, worried that years of hard work would be destroyed by lies. Instead of hiding, Jediah fought back with evidence. He provided proof of his original work, showed how he had developed his coaching methods, and demonstrated that the accusations were completely false. The experience was painful, but ultimately made him stronger and more respected in the cricket community. Personal relationships kept him grounded despite his growing wealth and fame. His girlfriend, whom he met at a food festival in 2023, supported him through every struggle and celebration. When their baby daughter was born in 2025, Jediah realized that money meant nothing compared to family, love, and stability. His parents, who had once worried about his cricket dreams, now beamed with pride when they see their son on television or read about his success in newspapers. But Jediah hasn't forgotten where he came from. He still visits the dusty lot where he first learned to play cricket, now using it to teach free lessons to kids who remind him of himself. The charitable work extends beyond cricket coaching. Jediah funds new cricket equipment for schools across Barbados, pays for promising young players to attend training camps, and even built a community gym in his old neighborhood. These activities cost him over $100,000 yearly. But the satisfaction of helping others climb the same mountain he climbed makes every penny worthwhile. Future plans show Jediah's ambition hasn't been satisfied by his current success. He wants to become a head coach for a major team, possibly even the West Indies national team one day. Such a position would potentially double his current wealth while allowing him to influence the next generation of Caribbean cricket players. The business side continues expanding. He's writing a book called From Sand to Millions that will detail his complete journey from poverty to wealth. Publishers are offering significant advances because his story combines sports success with business intelligence that appeals to readers beyond just cricket fans. A podcast is also planned where he'll interview young players and established stars about their careers and financial strategies. The media deals, combined with his coaching work and continuing investments, could push his net worth toward $10 million within the next few years. Hidden struggles continue despite outward success. The pressure of managing multiple businesses while coaching at high levels affects his health and family time. The knee injury that he hid during his playing days still causes pain, requiring ongoing treatment and careful management. But perhaps the biggest challenge is proving that his success isn't just luck or temporary. Critics still question whether a player with such a brief international career deserves the coaching positions and business opportunities he's received. Every day, Jediah feels pressure to prove he belongs at the highest level of cricket. His story teaches powerful lessons about turning disadvantages into advantages. Growing up poor taught him the value of money and the importance of saving and investing wisely. Being overlooked by coaches made him work harder and develop unique skills. Facing criticism and online attacks built mental toughness that serves him in high-pressure situations. The cricket world knows Jediah Blades as a promising young player who transitioned into coaching, but they don't know about his $5 million empire built through smart investments, multiple income streams, and relentless work ethic. From that poor boy hitting bottle caps in Barbados to a secret millionaire, his transformation proves that with enough determination, strategic thinking, and willingness to take calculated risks, even the biggest dreams can become reality. His exposed multi-million-dollar lifestyle shocks because it shows what's possible when talent meets opportunity and preparation. Jediah's journey from sandy lots to secret wealth continues inspiring young athletes everywhere who dare to dream bigger than their circumstances might suggest is possible. Hit that subscribe button now for more incredible stories of hidden wealth that will fuel your own rise to success.